Guys and dolls, ladies and gents, I have another unboxing to do here. It's a really big box, so it's going to be out of frame for a moment. Alrighty. And yeah, so these you may have seen, they've been in the works for a while from Retrobit and Sega. I just got mine in today. Paper out there. That paper. More paper. We got... Alright. Sega Genesis style 8-button arcade pad for the PC, Mac Steam. Just USB compatible devices generally should work with it. We have a standard setup there where it is just a complete redo of the original Genesis controller for Genesis and Sega CD. Don't worry, it works with your Sega 32X as well. It's all technically the same controller port. Get that out of the way. And then we got this bad boy here. So this is a remake of the original Sega Saturn controller. This one is also for PC, Mac Steam, USB devices. Yeah. And then the coup de grace here, something that I personally have been waiting for, is the slate gray with the pastel colors, more of a Japanese design. But with the unboxing, we'll just start with the standard black guy here. And I'll probably only open one of each because the only part, I mean, that's not true. There will be another difference on the Sega Genesis blue controller for PC. And I'll show that in a minute, actually. We'll go ahead and do all of them. There we go. It was hard to get it out of there because these things come with 10-foot cords, which is just bonkers. Because now we live further away from our TVs. Oh man. You know, I'm actually old enough to remember what it felt like to touch an original Sega Genesis controller just straight out of the box. However, I have never touched a Sega Genesis controller straight out of the box. All of my stuff when I was younger was used, and of course anything you get nowadays, you somehow get a hold of one that's not gonna be new. But yeah, it feels great. I don't even know how to explain how matte those feel. They don't feel like they're, you know, greasy or like worn down or anything. The mode button there. So that's all cool, that's all gravy. Let's take a look at the actual box and see what it talks about here. 6-button arcade pad for Genesis and Sega CD. Let's see here. Relive the controller that changed the game and take it to the next level with the officially licensed Sega Genesis original port controller by Retrobit. Featuring a 10-foot cable and compatible with original and most third-party consoles. That's good. So if you have like anything that's just a clone console that plays Sega Genesis or Mega Drive games, this should work. So it's an officially licensed Sega controller, compatible with the original Sega Genesis and Mega Drive console. There you go. All models. And classic 6-button layout. That's good. They didn't opt out for the 3. I don't know why they would have. 10-foot cable length and official grade quality. For those of you wondering, that just means it's the original. Every type of, whether it's the gloss or the matte, all of it's just original everything. They just follow the same schematics from the olden days. It does mention 5 volts. I never would have thought that they needed to list that. I don't think anybody's going to get a shock from the controller, but I guess you could. So we'll go ahead and slide that back in there. Who knows, they might even do a giveaway for this, as I have a fair quantity of, sorry about the camera, fair amount of these already from way back when. Yes, it'd be nice to own a new one, and why not extend that to you guys? Alright, there we go, back in the box. And the box can go aside for now. So let's take a look at the other one. We'll start by reading off of it this time. I bet that's the same, compatible with PC, Steam, and Mac. Officially licensed controller, compatible with PC, Mac, Steam, and Super Retrocade. Oh, interesting. They don't mention that on the front. I have a Super Retrocade. This might become my Super Retrocade go-to controller. Classic 6-button layout with reposition mode button. New left and right shoulder buttons for extra configuration options, 10-foot cable length, and original quality grade. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong necessarily with the Super Retrocade controllers, but I mean, yeah, this this is gonna be what that's for, no doubt about it. That controller's okay, it gets the job done, but like I could never find a controller that I liked that worked with it. So, oh jeez, this is beautiful. So you kind of have like a, what do they call this color? Clear blue. I would say it's almost more like what do they call those colors back in the day? Like an icicle blue, or like a frosted blue. But it's so nice. There's left and right shoulder buttons on here too. So any of those arcade games that need an extra 2 buttons, you can take care of that business in the Super Retrocade. But really, emulators are going to benefit from this too, because you have all that. Heck, if you play Step Mania, that's beautiful. You could set just and play so much faster on here than just using a standardized controller. God, yeah. Okay, so anyway, there's a mode button on here too, so you can swap the. I mean, it's just the mode button. They had to move it down here because the triggers are up here. But yeah, it looks really, really nice. I'm hoping they make more colors, because I would love to see like a translucent red further down the line. So set that bad boy aside. God, these just feel so good and crisp. I don't even know how to explain what it feels like to open a new retro controller. I mean, obviously, you can buy one and then you'll know the same experience. So we'll go ahead and read through this Sega Saturn one as well. First, this one is the USB one. Relive the controller that changed the game and take it to the next level with the officially licensed Sega Saturn USB port controller by Retrobit, featuring a 10-foot cable and compatible PC, Mac, and Steam. So, same deal. Officially licensed controller using that same old molds that they used back in the day. Official grade quality, compatible with PC, Mac, and Steam, 10-foot cable length. This one does not say compatible with Retro, Super Retrocade. So, while the other one says it is, this one doesn't mention it, and you know I'm going to test it and put it in the review. And, you know, I'll share, the review link will be down in the description below once that comes to fruition. God, it's just, they smell so plasticky and good. And like little bits of rubber smell in there. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Let's see what this feels like. I just sent one of my original Sega Saturn controllers off to be painted, a matte red color, so that's going to be really nice. So this will definitely, you know, it's USB, so I'm not going to use it on that. But this, I don't know, this might, I feel like I like the Genesis style one better than this Sega Saturn one, just because of how far apart. But it might just be a nominal difference. Anyway, I'll try both of them. I'll report back. Don't worry about that. But as far as like everything feeling right, these triggers just don't feel quite right. But I might be insane. I'll test a little bit more. I'll actually get out some other Sega Saturn controllers that I have that have been used that still work just fine. Whoops, backwards. And see how they fare in comparison. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging here. If it's a better idea for you guys to get a used one, I'm going to let you know. Because sure, they might be slightly more expensive, but you don't know the longevity of these comparatively. Sure, you know, Retrobit isn't Sega. Sega had more money at the time, I'm certain of it. But conversely, you know, the plastic costs are probably not the same as they used to be. It might be affordable now for a company like Retrobit to do this. But yeah, anyway, I digress. Let's open up this last one here. Let's read it real quick. That's all the same. Compatible with original Saturn consoles. Official Sega licensed controller. Official grade quality. Compatible with original Sega Saturn controllers. Great. And the 10-foot cable length. Now this one I saved for last because it was kind of the one that I was really excited for. This Japanese-esque color format here. Slate gray is what they call it. I'm loving that. Seal of quality there that they used to use on everything. I mean, maybe they still do. Heck, I haven't bought like an official Sega game in forever. But then again, maybe they haven't made one in forever. Yeah, see, these feel a little bit different than the other ones, but it could be crazy. Neither of them have that much travel. You know, the button itself never had that much travel. And they got the nice rubbery middle button, but the plasticky buttons over here. God, it's so good. And you can even kind of see inside. It looks original. I'm willing to bet that the board and stuff inside is updated. But I just, you know, I can't tell by looking at it alone. I'm wondering if somebody out there's already done the comparative tear down, and if so, I might link that too. That's outside of my wheelhouse, but I will share that information in the review if I do come across it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's very appreciated. Once more, I'm just going to mention that the that little Sega logo there. I'm going to mention that the link will be down in the description as soon as I get it done. Testing 4 controllers is going to take, you know, some time compared to like a normal review, so bear with me. But yeah, check you guys then. Have a good day.